Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys at. So you got a
Good
group of Taiwan,
afternoon.
C89 Tiger House. We have a guest from the 90 set today that is going to expound his experience while in command and how it's evolved him to where he is today in professional and family life. So we look forward to hearing from him and hopefully he'll crack us up too as he had before this we started recording here. So Ife, take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Over there in London, we have one of my very brother from Flying Us House,
Salute you, sirs.
C98, Babajide. Okay,
Yes.
he's based in the UK. Nice for you to join us. I know it's kind of it's like 8 p.m. over there, right?
Yes, 8 p.m. And most people know me as Jangola.
Jangola, that's what's up. Hey, we're
Yeah.
glad to have you in the house. You're the Lone Ranger today. We're gonna make the best of your time, okay?
No
So
problem.
let's give you a minute to really fully introduce yourself. Go for it.
Okay. My name is for those who don't know me, my name is Abachas. Okay, Flying Us House, 98 set. Like I said earlier, a lot of people know me Jangola. I was very famous in school. Everybody knew me because I was one of the AO's favorite. And there was a lot of the reason why people knew me was people thought I was a spy because Obasa tend to favor me. He liked me. That was Obasa's boy. I didn't know Obasa from anywhere, but people got scared because of my closeness with Obasa. So I can still elaborate on that, but that's a summary of who I am
All right.
or who I
So
was.
before we get to Obasa, how you get connected? Give us a narrative of the first day you got dropped off in command.
Okay, the first day I got dropped off in command, there was there was what's the name of this guy? Okay, I remember the first day I got dropped off in command. I had my metals suitcase near the what's it called?
Buckets and
Auditorium buckets and stuff.
right.
My parents said goodbye to me. I got to the when you walk down to the dormitory. My first experience was some seniors Dragon House, and there was a guy called, I think his name was Django. Does anyone remember Django? There's a guy called.
I'm not assets. Come on, we hold.
Okay. There was some.
You know when we finished? You know when we finished?
So those guys.
They were where they didn't even meet us. The people you met did not meet us.
You guys were from the dinosaur times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the true dinosaur.
We finished in the 80s.
So so these guys jumped through the balcony. They jumped down. They came, took all my money. I was crying. My guardian was the VP academic, Miss Akinyode. I don't know if you guys met her. So they took all my stuff. I cried to the hostel. Tried to settle myself down, made some friends. Yeah, it took me a while to adjust though because it was different. I came from a private school, but yeah, that's pretty much that. They gave me a welcome shake up.
Wow. So what happened after that? Give us your command experience.
What happened after that was I had to find ways of surviving, made some friends. Yeah, I mean, like it was horrible because when I mean horrible, one of the things I could recollect was my mattress got stolen. I remember sometimes some seniors would call last man. After senior wake me up every night, ask me to go and fetch water. I eventually hooked up with one guy called Cadet, and then he became my school father. Was looking out for me. I moved into his box room in Flying Us House. I think we're in Dom 1. Yeah. And I had some good times. GSS3 things started getting better. There's this thing we used to have in GSS3 when everyone comes back during Easter, GSS3 and SS3. That thing, extra class we have. Extension, yes. Things started getting better. Things only started to get better when I got into SS1. So when I got into SS1, you know, I was very freaked out going from shorts to trousers, you know. Then things got very, very good in SS2. Abachas came into the picture. For some reason, Abachas, you know, when Abachas came to turn things around, it was a big shake-up.
Right.
But I was having fun because Abachas took liking to me. I was meant to be the labor preferred boy for in our set. Abachas labor preferred boy. So just make sure you man up. So I was every time. I'll give you some interesting parts of it. So every time, you know, we go to class, we normally sneak back to the hostel to come and eat because we're hungry. So when people see me, like for example, me, I'm just walking back to the hostel. When boys see me come, they just get para. Everyone just disappear. I had quite a lot of allowances. I had to pass to do so many things, you know. So sometimes, the fun part is during school hours when I make my way to the hostel, which I'm not supposed to do. I could just see guys just begin the para. Everyone just start Jangola, they come with everybody.
Okay, so why were they paraing for Jangola? Why?
Because they thought I was a spy.
Oh, for Abachas. Okay, all right.
So they think maybe I'll just get a list of maybe Abachas send it to the hostel to come and spy on them. So maybe
that's tough. So that means it must have been hard for you to make friends.
I had friends, but it was a bit difficult. I had friends and I think it was 50-50. So
they didn't trust you.
They didn't trust me. But even up to today, on the chat group, I still try to demystify a lot of misconceptions back then.
Right.
Today, some people even still have grievance. Still today, some people still have 20 years later, some people still have grievance.
I believe it.
Yeah,
so your classmates will watch this, so you need to kind of spell it out and let them know that look, you are not part of this. I'll watch it.
Okay.
Some people's names might have gone. Some names might have gone, and they will suspect you that you're the one who maybe got people suspended or got room and stuff.
That's it. The truth was, I was nothing. My story was just like Joseph. I don't know how much you guys know about the Bible. It's like Joseph was sent to Potiphar's house. We all Potiphar's house.
You know, so they go yabu for this analogy.
no. All of us were living in Potiphar's house, right? And all of a sudden, somebody just got picked,
right,
and put in charge of whoever. You understand?
Right.
That's how my story was. I didn't know Abachas. My parents didn't know Abachas. Nobody knew Abachas, who Abachas was. So I got picked, you know, by Abachas. You know, sometimes when you know, because we were transitioning from SS2 to SS3.
So I mean, Abachas, what were you picked to do? Picked for what?
Okay, Abachas picks me. Okay, like Abachas would just tell me, can you organize some juniors and cut the grass from, you know, where the shop is where we buy fruit. That central place.
By Bacha.
No, not Bacha. You know that intersection before, you know, when you're coming in, do you know
I know that
yeah, no, not Bacha. You know the Crossroads when you're coming in from the main gate. You know that Crossroads.
You know those things have changed in your time.
It's still there. It's still there. You don't know
it wasn't there during our own time. That's what I'm saying. 88 wasn't there.
Oh, it wasn't there. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. There's a crossroad. Yeah. That one leads to the staff quarters, one leads to the admin block, one leads towards my room, and one leads to the main gates that you exit the.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. After you pass second gate, right?
Yeah, that's a crossroad there. Yeah. So the first test Abachas gave me, I think one day he asked me to organize juniors and cut the grass all the way down to the main gate. I did about 50 juniors that day, and I mobilized them. So when Abachas came back a few hours later, the whole place was leveled down. I just used my own, you know, I used my supervision skills to just. So since that day, Abachas thought, wow, I think I'm going to use this guy. So when Abachas has any slight errands, he always calls for me. Sometimes he won't come, put me in his Mercedes Benz, drive me off.
Hold on. And you were not a prefect?
No, because don't forget, we're acting prefects then.
Okay.
We're acting prefects. So it was already breeding. It was already like breeding us Again,
For SS3, right?
SS3, yeah. But things change. Things change.
All right.
There's a twist along the line. I didn't become prefect. I didn't end up becoming prefect because I failed NIAC.
Really? Oh, because you failed NIAC.
And guess what Abachas did after NIAC? After I made it the second time, he made me labor prefect boy the second time.
Wow.
You know, it's very hard.
So that was no wonder you have many people that were bad belaying you.
There had many people that were bad belaying me. And one of the things that messed me up, I will tell you one thing that messed me up. I know you probably heard about, I don't know if you heard about, you see that NIAC exam, one of our set mates, the father was in charge of the papers. So the boy got the papers for that exam. Do you understand what I'm trying to narrate here? Okay. NIAC
was it set up by Nigerian Army or set up
it was
by
made,
federal government?
NIAC was set up NIAC was set up by Nigerian Army. The military officer in charge of the education, his son was in our set. So the son managed to get, the father gave the son the papers.
Oh, Expo. Wow.
What?
And he gave other people.
And he gave other people, but they didn't give it to me.
Oh, because they were bad belaying you now.
Yes. They didn't give it to me.
Okay, hold on. Let's clarify that. That could have not been bad belaying. They would have been scared that they give it to Babajide will tell Obasa.
Babajide will tell Obasa.
Right. So maybe it wasn't bad belaying.
But what happened was some boys gave the papers to their girlfriends.
Okay.
And some other, all these born again girls that found out from those girlfriends.
Oh, they snitched.
They went to snitch.
Hey. And
they destroyed everybody. The guy's name, one of the guy who got the papers, the guy's name was Decoy.
Okay, wait. What do you mean they destroyed everybody? What does that mean?
So pretty much, they changed the papers halfway through the exam. So imagine say you don't write your spoon now. You don't write.
Yes.
You don't get the whole thing. Yeah. You don't write.
You just enter exam hall. They change that for you.
Just download.
Yeah. F9 be that. So that one F9 guarantee.
Yes, now F9 be that. You understand? So that's what happened to a lot of people. You understand? So
a lot of people in your set failed.
A lot of people.
Got you.
Yeah.
So they were not promoted to SS3. You were not promoted to SS3?
No.
Wow.
So we had 2 lots of SS3. So you had to dengue with all the juniors who I was messing around with.
Yeah.
Remember, because I was acting prefect, I had to come back and face them.
Yeah. Yep.
So when the real SS3 guys were in SS3, my mates were in SS3 then. It was hard because when they had to mobilize people for labor, we were still in SS2. You understand? So there are 2 lots of SS2s. So it was a very difficult time. It was even Abachas had to tell me, say, today you would dengue with your juniors. You have to dengue with them because you didn't do what you had to do to enter SS3. But I mean, after that just last a couple SS3. By June, everyone's SS3 start getting ready to leave. You understand? June the next year. So when we got to like April, Abachas, started to pull me closer, started to talk to me, say, "Jude, I hope you're gonna get through this time around." I learned my lesson. You understand? And he started to groom me for a second round. So the second round, I became label prefect boy again. Second round, he gave me my yellow badge. Okay. I remember the badge clearly. Yeah. So that was.
So that means you guys are what they call the first set of what they call SS4, right?
SS4.
SS7.
By the first 4.
SS7.
No, SS4. No, 4.
SS4.
It's not SS4.
Yes, there's quite a few of us, but we're still 98 sets.
Okay. Yeah.
We're still.
But you finished in 99, right? You finished in 99.
I didn't even finish. That's even third because I traveled. I traveled abroad.
Oh, really?
Oh, you left
Naija? I left Naija before I could even. So I finished in American school in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So I couldn't. Yeah. So I left.
So briefly tell us. I know since you enjoyed command in your SSCS because of your affiliation, maybe from with Obasa. So let me ask you. So how will you say command helped transform you from a boy to a man?
Command gave me survival skills. no doubt, because the going through command, like, okay, I'm married to an Igbo lady. Yeah. And sometimes she can't even understand my survival skills. Like me, I can sleep anywhere on the floor and stuff like that. I'm comfortable. When you reflect, you reminisce.
You slept on match on spring in the
Yeah, like one day I was forced to tell her. I said something to her. If only they could download my brain and put it in your head, you have nightmares.
Yeah.
If you could play what I've been through. You understand? Like, imagine, things like you're having a shower in the morning, somebody has defecated in the thing there, and you're actually having a shower just right next to it. Babies, you understand? I mean, it gave me that resilience.
I will not even try.
And it did help to shape me, like, yeah, it gave me that resilience because nothing could break me here. You understand?
So
and I was
telling my
madam, if you study for Naija, I told my madam, if you study for Naija, you see, because I heard scientists said we don't use all our brain cells in working. I said, when you study for Naija, all your brain cells go don't deactivate. When you come here, you go to Excel. You go to Excel. Because it's like person they use analog. We don't, So that's why when I take an exam, she thinks I could fail. Sometimes because when I come here, I had some exams when I met her. She thinks like, this guy, you don't study. I said, look, all the study when I do here is different from where I come from. Me, I come from a different kind of. You don't know about this kind of life, man. I come from a different kind of life. So that's what. Cut long story short. Command help gave me resilience, discipline too. Discipline. It was quite. Strict, very strict discipline. You understand? And it's gone a long way in my life, Also, one thing I've learned too, as much as I was highly favored in command, but I got blighted by some things. Like, look at the expo, I got, I was in a bubble. So I learned that always try and be a people person, you understand? One thing I've learned is don't, try and, get on with people. You understand? I learned that a lot. As much as I was having fun, I was having a chuckle. Me coming to like I said, sometimes I come down to the dormitory and guys are just disappearing because when they see Jangola, they left their food there. Me, I have a food there. I just eat noodles.
Wow.
They're boiling everything.
Wow.
Pack to my locker self,
Wow.
Since this is the 42nd episode, right? You are the second and only person who experienced Obasa from, I think, 98 to 2003. That liked Obasa. One babe, there was a babe that liked him. She finished in 03. Every other person that came here hates him with a passion because they always talk about how he locks them in guard room, suspense.
I was having a chuckle. When I mean chuckle, I was having the time of my life.
I can tell. All the people did every day. I went to the dormitory and I know I'll get free food. Because when boys see me, I will just see them, they enter roof. They enter bush, everybody's they're gonna come. Even sometimes I just say, what are these guys running for? If Obasa comes here, I'm just as guilty as you guys. But the only difference is I will tell Obasa I just came to make sure nobody was there. But he didn't send me, you understand? He didn't send me. You understand? So I'll be able to get my way out of it.
So let's go back to what we talked about offline. Before we started the show, about your cadet. The cadet ended in your set in 1998.
Yes.
Tell us briefly how that thing transpired.
Well, it was on this blessed day. We got information that.
Hold up. No names.
Okay. We got information that one of our man looking like. Let me just describe how to describe it. There's one cadet that looks like a man. I leave the rest to everyone's imagination. Jumped the fence and was out there. And Obasa went to look for him. Obasa, it was pretty much on the wanted list.
And he was in uniform. He was in cadet uniform.
He was in cadet uniform. He jumped the fence wearing cadet uniform, impersonating a soldier. And the news got to Obasa, and Obasa and the soldiers were out there looking for him. They chased him down to the river, the river that leads to Baja. that is it the Kata Bridge or whatever.
3 kilometers.
Yeah. So he jumped, into the water, and that's how he passed out from the school. I know.
The reason he graduated himself.
He graduated
himself.
He exploded
himself through the Jordan River. Jordan River. About
taking it to 9 Brigade.
You can't Jordan River, don't come back.
You know what? It was a life and death matter, because I could feel his pain. Because if they caught that guy, they would have been picking up his skin off the road with tweezers.
What illegal things did he do when he was wearing the uniform when he went out of school illegally?
You know what? In all fairness,
do you guys know what he did? Do you guys know what he did?
No, I don't. I personally, I don't know. I have to be real. I don't know what he did out there. I can only tell. I can only say. I can only narrate what happened, but I don't know what illegal things was doing out there, because I wasn't there.
Okay. Again, how did Obasa use a calm strategy to obtain all your uniforms?
Okay. What I could remember was
Obasa and dismiss the cadet.
Yeah, Obasa didn't tell us that he was going to liquidate the cadet. So he just said, I remember telling me that, today Army is going to give us new uniforms. We want everyone to be in uniform. Like I said to you, I had US Army kits. So all the uniforms were not, they are not uniformed. When I had US Army kits, some people had old soldier uniforms. Some people had new camouflage. So he said, what his story was, I'm trying to make everyone in uniform. So just give us your old kits. We'll dispose them, and we allocate everyone new kits. I said, that's fine. Like I said, I just had new US Army stuff delivered to me. I was one of the first people that brought mine. I gave it to Abachas. Everyone gave theirs. And after that, they said there was no more cadet. You understand?
Just like that.
Yeah, so everybody was a bit disheartened, by that. Abachas was a bit hard. That socials went to.
This was after the incident with the other guy that jumped into the river and expelled himself.
Yeah. This was after Udrak. Yeah, Udrak's case was the catalyst behind that. It was the icing on the cake that made Abachas to liquidate the cadet. So that was the end of cadet. After Udrak was the last. Yeah, that's what I can remember clearly. After Udrak's case, cadet was done. So Abachas took a lot of things away from us, and he ruined. I must say, he ruined some of our experience. Senior years. When you get to SS3, socials is pretty much for the seniors. Cadet was something that you wear that when you wear that thing on visiting day, like it's a pride for you to be part of cadet. Entire sports, you march. Even all the other girls, they see you as a semi kind of man. You go polish boots, everything. If you're a cadet, you're special. You understand? It was something of pride.
Right.
And when you go home, I remember back then, I wear my cadet kits. I try to act like a soldier too. When I get, I don't want to pay. When I get on the bus, I try to,
you were acting like NMS boys.
That's like NMS boys. You understand? So all that got taken away from us. That ruined the hype. I must say that ruined the hype. As much as I like Abachas, but that ruined the hype. But Abachas any day is.
It's interesting. The other thing I was going to say is interesting, especially because you're a bit closer to him, being a favorite. But it's weird to hear during the years of Abachas that he was more influential than the commandants.
Yeah,
like the commandants are not there.
Yeah, Abachas. You see, Abachas was young when he was at AO. I believe it was in his early 30s. Or 30, 32, 33, 34, 35. I can't remember 35. I remember that. And I think he saw a whole bunch of kids that were untamed. And he wanted to, he was trying to tame us. But the way he did it was not subtle. He was a bit too heavy-handed. Right. I must say, some of the things he did were a bit heavy-handed. I mean, he was good to me. I can't fault Abachas. Even if I see Abachas tomorrow, Dobale, give me a hug. If possible, if you come London, I go roll out red carpet. I me go pick out for airport self. Red carpet, private, you understand? Because I enjoyed being under Abachas wing. I enjoyed it. So I can't fault him for that. But in all fairness, when I reflect, he was a bit heavy-handed in some of the things he did. It was a bit too excessive. Yeah, I think he could have dealt with it in a different way. You didn't have to take away the cadet. All you have to do is just set some rules, set the ground rules. If this happens again, expulsion. Don't ruin it for everyone because of one person. Same to social gathering. Wear your uniform. Don't wear mufti. No bumping and grinding. There are ways you can regulate these things. Maybe because I've been abroad. My mentality has changed. I've learned how to do things in a civilized way. But when I look at it, you didn't have to pick a hammer to kill a cockroach. What pretty much Abachas' way was getting a hammer to kill a cockroach. That's why I think it was a bit too heavy.
No, it's so funny. It's so funny. So a couple of months ago, we had two ladies who they talked about Basan. I think they were 97 set. They didn't like him. So one of the ladies over there said she felt that he had pain. And that kind of surprised me. So I researched. I found out that his dad used to be NYC director, one of the first, and I think the second NYC director, and actually was jailed or something, and that it was kind of bad. So I now realize what she said, and actually because me and her linked up on LinkedIn, and I was like, I sent her that article, and she goes, she didn't know about that, but she said she could just feel that he had pain and the way he was dealing with people. But when I researched about that, he's actually, I think maybe he's retired now or something, but he got to Major General.
He got Major General, yeah. He went far in the army. He went far.
Yeah, he got to Major General.
For someone that didn't go through what's it called? NDA. He went far, and I think that was the influence of his dad. That was the influence of his dad.
Yeah. He became a Major General because after that conversation with that girl who came, I think she's 97, said I actually researched him. I found out he became a Major General. His dad was former NYC director. His dad also was one of the people who recommended MDA to be a university. Okay. Wow. Yeah, his dad recommended MDA to be a graduating degree. It was not a degree university before. Right, okay. His dad was the person who did the write-up. So I researched a lot after that because I was fascinated with Obasa because everybody comes here except for you and one other lady that liked him. Everybody just hates him with a passion. But I was fascinated. I wanted to know this Obasa guy.
The funny thing. I'll give you an example. I'm one of our seniors, very wicked guy. This guy used to put my face down like this and slap me. Yeah, I saw him in the American Embassy. I went home, coming from London, went to pick my mom's passport in American Embassy. Once upon a time, and I saw him still queuing for visa, And I said, my butt just boiled. But at the same time, I said, look, Jide, this is bygone, man. You guys were young. I did things that, if I look at it now, I said, what was that about? You understand? So, but so I try to educate people. Don't take it personal. You understand? It's 20 years later, and people still got smoke for Obasa.
No, wait. You talk about 20 years. We've not passed 30. They still the 8.
Yeah.
Over 30 years. You'll be surprised. Over 30 years, you'll be surprised.
Like I said to you, remember I spoke to you the other day, and I said to you, some of my mates still got reservation for me. They got certain reservation against me.
Yes.
Because of back then. And I'm like, guys, do you know what transformation I've been through? I was thinking, if you got a reservation from 20 years ago, you might as well take it to your grave, man. Hit the road jack with it, man.
Yep. This is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. Go older. I was going to say one thing. I know they say all these things about Obasa. One thing I realized that many of them admitted, before Obasa, command was really dysfunctional when it came to discipline.
That's it.
And I think that was probably what prompted him to use the hammer to crush the cockroach.
That's it.
Because the students agreed. There was no structure.
They were doing unnecessary parties.
They were wearing the wrong design wrong design uniform, the colors. It was just dysfunctional.
Now you're coming down to earth now.
Right. So
you're being real now.
Because I've mixed I chat with them.
That's the funny thing. So people thought Jangola was a spy. Even to today, if you interview some of our men, say, "Can you name one notorious spy?" Or you say, "Tell them name 4 notorious spies." They will mention my name. I can bet it because they were all scared to death. You understand? You know.
But you never gave names to the AO.
No, I never gave names to the AO. Do you know what? The real spies, I knew who the real spies were. The real spies, I knew who they were. Abachas just used me to do utility services like labor and stuff like that. Abachas liked me. I didn't even understand what this man. Sometimes it will pick me up on the dial and drive me. Sometimes, we go to the gate, he will buy suya, we eat, you understand? I wasn't.
No wonder they were running from you.
I got nothing.
That is too close for comfort.
You know what? We are. I mean, I know you guys. I know you guys are my boy, right? But we got to a stage. We're grown men. I have nothing to lose.
Right.
You understand? I have nothing to lose. I know what's going to get a cane and come and whip me.
Lie.
If I was a spy, I'm happy to tell you what I did, things that I did, and things I didn't do. So even up to today, I still have to educate my mates, guys. Even sometimes on the chat group, and I say something. If I talk now, they go say talk to Jangola and I spy. Some people go enter. You don't be spy. When did they talk? You be spy again. Some people go say you never leave spy work after 20 years. They still have. Some people still have that reservation. You understand? And sometimes I even told the leader of our chat group we should have a tele all day. There's still so many things that happened that there's still so many misconceptions. That's what I'm going to say. People thought certain things. So some people thought this guy was dating this person. Because I said we should have a day like that. Spill it all.
That's it's actually dangerous. I saw something similar happen before. Trust me, they said.
Yeah.
And it backfired.
Yeah. I know.
Because the spouses heard about it, and it wasn't fun.
Okay.
Okay.
You
gotta tread careful.
But you know what? The spouses can't complain because it didn't happen after they got.
No. What I'm saying, this particular case, there was a connection. They were, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so things came out that were not healthy for their marriages. Trust me. People take things personally. You don't want to talk some things.
That's true. Some people take things personally.
Yeah, they take it personally, man. Let the past be the past too. Just don't be digging out stuff.
Okay, but I can talk about myself though.
Exactly.
Because when people say Jangola was spy, I said there's so many things that need demystifying from back then. And sometimes I give them a few on the group. I try to tell them that sometimes I even give them events on this day and this day. Rotimi and so was here. If you remember, I left 5 minutes earlier, or I was with you guys. There was no mobile phone. How did I alert Abachas? There must have been someone watching all 3 of us. I didn't get into trouble because I managed to talk myself out of the situation. When soldier got there, I told soldier that I came to parade the area to make sure no one was misbehaving. So you guys got busted, but that was a spy. No, someone there was a 4th person that saw all of us. You understand? That reported us. So I tried to make them think. I tried to take them down memory lane.
But the reason they'll be pissed is if they punish those people and you are not punished.
Exactly. They'll think you're the spy, of course.
Yes. They'll think I was the spy.
Yes. So even though there's a 4th person, if you're not punished, if it locked 2 people in that room and you are not in that room with them, the trust is not.
Of course, I understand, but I was having a chuckle.
But Jude, think about it now. Think about it. You were the perfect personnel for the actual spies.
Yes.
You were the perfect decoy. So the spies were doing their job when people didn't suspect them. Yeah, you were the perfect distraction.
Okay, let me tell you another thing. I have power because let's say you upset me now. If I really I have so much power that let's say you upset me and I catch you in the wrong place, all I need to do is just mention your name. You understand? But I didn't do stuff like that. I was just trying to survive. This was like survival of the fittest game.
But you were getting free food now when you walk.
I was having a chuckle. I was having a talk. I was happy.
And I heard that Abachas was having more than normal random roll calls in boys' dorm. Because we've had people from 98 set to 03 that said he would just call roll call. So we had roll calls in our time, but it's not as much as from what I've heard from you.
The reason why they were doing that, the reason why they were doing that was there was frequent visits to the girls' hostel and frequent visits to Bacha. Abachas has had a roll call before, where I was in Bacha, eating Bacha burger. Yeah, and there was roll call, and I just stumbled there. Abachas just looked at me, didn't even say anything. The night there was roll call, all the boys are there, and I just walked in there.
Did they ring bell during your time? During roll call, did they ring the bell?
Yeah, they ring the bell. They ring the bell at night. Everybody.
Okay, so you could hear from Bacha to roll.
Yeah, but everybody was there before me. Abachas didn't even. And that's how much I was protected.
So okay, well, I have one more question for you. Obviously, your experience in command, Abachas was somebody that stood out, that had an impression on you, and it was actually a good impression, contrary to most. So I see why they hate you. So based on that, all that you experience in command, academic, socials, just the whole nine, health, will you send your child to command?
Wow. Well, okay. That question is going to be answered in two ways. When I was in command, that place was inhabited. However, my last visit to command, things have changed. You know, they've put certain measures in place, which I like. The seniors have been, and the juniors and the GSS and the SS have been separated, so there's no bullying and stuff like that.
Oh, no, we got to correct that. There's bullying. We talked about that. Some people came on our show the last time and they talked about it. Okay, all right.
But certain measures have been put in place. You understand? If it's now, I could send my son because I want, you know, I've lived here. Although I've managed to bring up I have an 18-year-old son. He's a good kid, you know. He's even better than me when I was 18. You understand? I have to give it to him. But because of discipline, if it was now in this day and age, I would send my son. But if it was when I was in my time, hell no, because the place wasn't habitable. I was just bearing every single day. I had to just bear with it. Like I said to you, one thing that irritated me the most, you know, you go into the bathroom. Yeah, that communal bathroom area.
I know.
Someone has defecated next to it, and you know.
And you have to shower there.
That shower there, you know.
And the stuff is splashing on your body. I know.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm still surprised that you stayed. Actually, I'm still surprised that you, because if I saw those things, I never went to those kind of showers. I'm surprised that you endured to see that mess.
I did.
Yeah. That was what it was.
I did it.
Let me share one of my. Let me share one of my.
Let's do it.
Hold up. Let me share one of my most disgusting experience in command, and it was done to me by my classmates. I remember those guys very well, and I forgive them. You know what they did? They got a can, like powdered milk can. They peed in the can. While I was sleeping, and dumped it on my head.
When you are sleeping?
Yes.
That's a bad Murphy.
Man, I'm telling you, you know how I found out? One of my classmates snitched on them. Because they didn't, I was sleeping, I'm on the ground floor in Flynos. So they climbed, the window at the back. The windows were broken. So they climbed the iron, whatever. And
the burglary bar,
and just dumped the can on my head. I didn't care if the can was going to cut my head. Luckily, the can didn't cut me, but this piece just smashed on my head. I mean, this. I feel this is like yesterday, man. So I'm pissed off. I ran out, and the guy said, "I know them. I know who did it, and we're all classmates." Guess what? So I reported them to the AO. I can't remember the AO during that time. Maybe you remember. You were away from 5 at this point. You were from 4.
Sankara or something.
Maybe. So I put him to the AO. Let me tell you, man, the guy flogged. He flogged the heck out of me. He float there anyhow.
No, I'll report to. I'll report if they did that.
How to report? How to report?
They did
How to report that thing?
but that one,
that wasn't prank.
I would not.
That wasn't prank. That was
that's not prank.
That was
abuse.
hatred. That was wickedness of the highest order.
Okay, but us, half of the roof on the dormitory is broken.
Yeah.
Seniors will go upstairs and defecate on the roof. When it starts to rain, half of the roof is broken. So if you don't have a school father, they will relocate you there. They will move you there, knowing that they've actually defecated on top of it. Because the toilets are not good. The pit latrines are not good. So when it starts to rain in the middle of the night, man, so pool with rain on. Man, it was just crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, let's see.
Guys, they were not managing. They were not managing command during that time. No, I'm going to edit all this.
No, edit. They bother my head.
Sometimes. I mean, I don't know how you guys found it when they serve the food, the dinner and the pots in the dining hall.
Oh yeah,
you see flies inside,
Of course, yeah.
But you have to eat it. Just remove the fly and just eat
exactly.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, for senior days, man, I had a good time. I must say, I had a good time. I lived life like a king.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So this be fun.
So I have one question. So to add to what Ife asked before, in regards to your life today, you do believe that the regimental training helped you to be a strong person, to be resilient and stuff like that.
Yes,
right?
Because the regimental training helped to shape me. Because when I found myself in the Western world, it was I could only sell. You understand? I could only sell. Everything I did, command already shaped me. So that's why when I see my colleagues even at work complain about certain things, and sometimes I use your bad word. Yeah, understand? Because
you speaking to people with your
yeah. I say you guys don't know about my. I say you guys don't know. I tell them you guys don't know about my life. I said, you don't know what do you know about this kind of life? Man, so what do you know? They don't know. So when I get to work, when I'm at work and management, let's say senior management gives extra workload in the office. Some people will start complaining this, and I'm just thinking, dude, get on with it, man. You're getting paid.
Exactly. That's my mind. Like what?
You understand?
Nobody's flogging with Koboko.
It's.
Many years ago, I was at Burger King, right? Many years ago, maybe about 20 years ago, and I don't like cheese, so I don't really eat cheese. So I ordered burger, but I forgot to tell them without cheese. So they brought it to my table, and I'm with all these Americans, white Indians, and I opened my burger like, oh, cheese. So I'm walking to peel the cheese off, right? Like no big deal. I'm just gonna scrape it off. I eat my burger, and they're like, "What? Just go ask for another one." I was like, "What? Why? When it's gonna waste?" They're like, "Yeah, it's okay." I said, "Wow, I couldn't believe it." I scraped the thing off and I ate it. That's the command. Just like what?
That's the command. You get on with it.
I just ate it. But today we're like, just go get another one. I was like, no.
Yeah, but that's the command. Those are the values. You get on with it. Just get on with it.
Yeah, just walk with it. Walk around it.
Yeah, just walk around with it. Navigate around it.
There's no. I'm giving up. We built to be resilient. There's plan A. There's plan B. There's plan C.
Yes.
Don't worry. If this one is not working, I'm going to plan B.
Command made me versatile. I was able to adapt easily to things. Even before I got my papers in the Western world, I went through some challenges. I was able to adapt. Before when I came here, got kicked out of where I was staying by one of my uncle's house. I was sleeping on the floor, sleeping rough.
Yeah.
The only way I could adapt to those kind of environments, was living in command. I sometimes sleep in my car overnight. Sometimes, if I miss the last flight. When I travel abroad, people can't even understand this guy. How did you sleep in 0 temperature, where very cold? I said, hey, Mom, I tell them you don't know about my life. I said, because I can adapt. I'm sure I can adapt. You know, I can give you one stories. We went for a bachelor's party in, where did we go? Poland. And one of my friends just disappeared with the keys of the hotel. And all I had was the rental car. I slept. It was cold as hell. But I slept. People called my wife and couldn't understand. Why did you get another hotel? My 100 pound hotel me or 100 euros. They like, I'll sleep here, have a shower next morning.
Yeah.
You understand? I was able to, you know, and that's the command. That's commando in me. You understand? I just got my jacket, you know, went to like a petrol station, got some rub, put it all around my body, you know, jacket up, you know, and put the chair down. I slept, you know, and people couldn't understand, this guy, you're rough rugged. But that's the commando in me. You understand? So it gave me that resilient spirit. Learn to be versatile. You know, I don't complain. Before I complain, it must have really, you know, got, you know, become unbearable. You know, most of the things I see people complaining, I just think, bro, get on with it, man. It's nothing. Get on with it.
Right.
Suck it up. So those, I mean, that's one thing I can say I got from command. Command, anyone that said that command did not give them one kind of trait or they didn't learn it from command.
That's a lie.
I just lied. If you did 6 years in that camp, that concentration camp, your life will never be the same when you come out.
You know, seriously. You know, Jide, it's funny you say that because a lady came on our show.
Yeah.
I think she's 97 cent. And she said after 6 years, command played no role in her transformation in life.
Nah, she's lying, man.
I said, girl, come on.
She's
6 years in that jungle, like you said, like that reservation camp. No.
Concentration camp. No,
concentration camp.
A Nazi concentration camp. You got whooped for every little thing you did. Every little thing you did wrong, you got smacked. You understand? You know, the good days and bad days. But I must say, I enjoyed my senior days. My senior days were lovely. Even when I left command, I was crying. On the last day. You know, my father came. Listen, my father came. Said, Jide, they've approved your visa to travel abroad. School has been booked for you. Maybe I had a jet out of the country the next day. I was meant to be happy going abroad. I was crying. I remember crying.
Why were you transferring in your final year? Why were you transferring in your final year?
What happened was my uncle adopted me. So, and that was the only chance of me like going abroad. So it's either I went then or never. So I had to finish my secondary education in American high school in Germany.
Okay.
My uncle's a US Army soldier, so I was meant to end up in America. So he was stationed in Germany.
Okay.
So the whole thing just clicked, and I said, "Look, once I'm 18, it won't work again." So I have to be under a certain age to get out. So it was just that time I had to go. You understand? So that's why. So, but it's okay. I mean, I still finished my secondary school, you know, out there, you know, and that's how I became someone living in Europe. That's how my journey started.
Wow.
How did you enjoy that American school in Germany? How did you like going there?
Coming from command,
was it difficult to adjust?
It was a bit difficult because, you know, back then, you know, in command, you know, Sancho's now bikers.
Yeah.
So when I got there, my first shopping was buying. I was still in that Nigerian mode, command setting mode. Right? Anybody wear bikers or Sancho's, now big boy. So when I got to the school that day with my Sancho's and my bikers, they say, you know, they're all American kids. Is he horse riding?
Is he what?
Oh, why? Oh, when she?
Why has he got boots on? So this is me. I just entered town. My uncle said go and pick clothes. I just went to pick Sancho's bikers. You know, the one with the, you know what bikers look like now. Come on, Nigerian men.
Yeah, so, I remember I was thinking.
So I entered school that morning, man. I was like, you horse riding, nigga? You understand? I'm thinking, you know, no one told me. I had to get up my Sancho's on my bike. I said, guy,
you got Timberland with that time.
Now Timberland, I had to go for Timbos, you know. So this was my
Timbos was raining at that time.
I adjusted real quick though. I got accepted very quickly. You know, I remember one chick coming to chat me up. You know, because I really blended it. You know, if you come from command, you know they carry last now. And then I don't think travel all day from Africa, carry last for here. You understand? So I really fit in very quickly. I became part of the team. You know, they all, you know, loved me. You know, it was good. It was good. I had a good time. Even to the extent that they started to chat me up. I became one of them. I became one of the, you know, Black American communities out there. You know, it was nice. It was nice.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right, so Abachas, you try you.
Yes.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
Man.
thanks
It's
a lot.
been fun. It's been. I know it's been like we've been planning to hook up for the past 3 months or something.
Yeah, I mean, anytime, you know, we can do this again. I mean, anytime.
Yeah, it was fun.
Even if it's short notice, let me know. I'm always free every Sundays.
No doubt, no doubt.
Are you subscribed to our channel? Are you subscribed to our channel?
Yeah, I think on Facebook. Is it Facebook?
No.
No, Facebook,
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Okay, I have to
Subscribe on our
subscribe
channel,
to that.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, you like the page on
because we
Facebook.
release this in
Only
the next 2 weeks. We release this in about 2 weeks, so subscribe.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
whenever when
yeah.
it comes out, you will notice. And you can watch previous episodes too. You know.
Okay.
And some of your classmates.
This. Huh?
We done
Yeah,
this
I
classmates.
was going to say also. Yeah, we're done with it. I was going to say that this actually is like 1 year we started. So this is 1 year we started actually recording this Naija Commandos Comlag. So we started July last year. Yeah. And this is the 42nd one. So we're always grateful for the command community for supporting and coming on. And also other military schools we've had, other commands and NMS, and we've had one Air Force. So we're always excited to hear their perspectives and give us the advantage. So if you know other folks from other, you know, commands, we definitely like to have them here and stuff.
Okay. Brad, okay. What part are you? What area are you?
Me, Maryland.
Maryland, okay, America, okay. That's nice because I saw this we met at the reunion in London. I don't know what party was that. What party was that?
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the black tie now in 2018.
Yeah. I don't think you remember me seeing me.
I can't remember seeing you. I'm serious, I didn't remember seeing you.
Remember there was a Motara there. You was talking to Motara.
Yeah, of course, Motara. She's your classmate.
Yeah, I was on Motara, but Motara doesn't get involved with us. You know.
Right, I know. She came out because of me then. I remember.
Yeah, but I remember seeing you because on Motara we attended together.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing you. So yeah. It was nice. But the only problem I had with that meeting was the seniors dominated. They didn't allow the juniors get involved. That's the feedback. Yeah. They didn't allow. It's
a regimental school. What do you expect? You have to fall in line.
So
no. That's how it is. That's how it is for regimental school. You fall in line. When the older folks more of semi-retired.
Babajide, I can guarantee you, when you guys get to that point, the juniors will feel the same way.
Yeah,
you will do the same thing.
You're gonna take over.
Tell them to fall in line.
Yeah. Everybody,
even though you cannot literally punish people, when you dominate, they just will step back. You understand? It's just that respect. Yeah. But the funny thing is, when I talk to my friends who went to civilian school, that does not happen. They fight each other and they abuse and stuff like that. I'm like, no, that does not happen in command. There's still that kind of respect.
But going by Babajide's point too, though, I think we have to make adjustment, especially in the Western world.
Yeah.
Then we have to make some.
I was very disappointed because I traveled 1.5 hours away. You know, I paid. You understand? And I just wanted to it was just all about the singers.
Right. Yeah. I saw that. I was there. I remember that.
And I just thought, wow. If I had to leave, I got vexed and I left. So many times I wanted to grab the microphone. And no, let me tell you the reason why I got vexed and left. Somebody's kid was playing an instrument, and that person actually took the microphone off me because he wanted to showcase his son's work. And I'm thinking, this is not what we're here for. You understand? I'm a commando. You understand? If your son can play guitar, wherever it is, that's not. He shouldn't even be here in the first place. You understand? So I was thinking these people are taking liberties. I'll
say definitely in the North American one chapter, right? We bring everybody encompassing, right? We don't.
Okay.
But we don't
let
do that
people talk
seniority
to us,
crap,
okay,
man. We don't do
right?
that crap.
We don't do that seniority because we allow it, and Ife has been the chairman, so he's always, even when some of us sometimes are aggressive and stuff, you come there and say, ah, guy, chill. You understand? It has pissed off some
Yeah,
few
because some
people.
juniors will run away. They'll be scared. They don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Run away.
Right.
Yeah, they run away. So we don't want them to run away. We want them to be. In fact,
Yeah.
I am more active on the North American chapter than I am in my 89 set chapter, because those ones, it runs to like 2,000 messages a day. I can't keep up with those ones. They're always chatting a lot. But the other thing about it is, the North American one is not just one set. It's several sets up to, what do you say? If you're 2017 or 16,
Man, from 1984 to 2011, we have in that group.
That's
Wow.
11. Yeah, so we can't chase them.
Is it a WhatsApp group?
Yeah, it's a WhatsApp group, but we have
WhatsApp
part
group
of our
for North
membership.
America.
The membership, yeah.
Okay, it's not American.
Yeah, so we don't let people talk, you understand, in regards, and sometimes you have so we've had recently, we mentioned it, where senior and junior were fighting on the team. They had to shut down the stuff. Yeah,
Shut it down,
one
man.
senior beat one junior back 20 years ago, and they're now fighting to them like,
Yes,
guys,
bro.
chill. You understand? So we had to shut it down and speak to people and reopen it back up. We don't let that happen. So to what you said earlier, in regards to people still take it personal.
We're very structured. But like you were saying,
very structured. Yeah.
What you said happened in London, because I was there. We have a reunion coming up in 2 weeks. We actually have a reunion in Maryland.
Yeah.
We have a reunion
in Maryland.
That stuff is not going to be happening. Guess who the MC is? The MC is 2000 set. Think about it. The MC is 2000. So it's not like me, 87 is 88 is carrying the mic. The MC is 2000.
Yeah. Also, can I say something?
Right.
Yeah, I'll finish what you're saying.
So we try to make sure it's rounded. The person doing the closing speech, the treasurer. I mean, we have an escrow anyway. The treasurer. Guess what? The set is treasurer 2006.
Wow.
He has a platform. He's going to be making a financial presentation at the event. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's not like we seniors are going to be dominating. In fact, we will prefer to sit back and just watch for the most part.
Okay.
But then Yankee mentality different from mentality for UK, not different from
UK
not different.
Yeah, UK is an extension of Nigeria. Yes, of Nigeria.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is about seniors, that senior and that junior fighting each other. We have to understand, some people are some people have been mentally scarred.
Yeah,
it's abuse. If you look at what happened in Command, if I want to interpret it in the world I'm living now, that's abuse, go.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah,
that's abuse. You understand? That's what we call abuse. You understand? That's abuse. Yeah, there's no way it will not. All that kind of.
That's the definition. Plain and simple is abuse.
Yeah, it's abuse. It's also abuse.
Emotional, physical abuse. Yeah.
So it's abuse. And some people have been scarred. I mean, imagine the guy who I met at the American Embassy. First of all, my blood boiled when I reminisce that incident. But at the same time, I'm a grown man. I've been through a lot. I have to conduct myself, in a reputable manner. You understand? I just said, look, Jide, just let it go, man. So I had a chat with him. I just said, you remembered me. I said, you say you won't keep person back then. We got Desha. You understand? I just let it slide. You understand? But some people are still suffering from that mental stuff, and I can't blame them because we have different, the resilience level, stress levels,
exactly,
tolerance levels. You understand? So, so these things happen. You understand? Some people, have got a high tolerance level. Like me, I can afford to let it slide. Like one guy on our set, he got expelled for something for something he didn't do. They thought he went to the girls' hostel, but it wasn't him. So imagine getting expelled for that, going home, having to deal with your parents. I won't mention his name, on air, but he got expelled because Abachas got it wrong. Abachas got it wrong. And I was there, and I felt for him. You know, he got it wrong. This guy got beaten, got expelled for something he didn't do with someone else. It was like a mistaken identity kind of thing. You understand? And till today, he's still very grieved over that thing, thinking, you know, this guy, you ruined my life. I dealt with the embarrassment, you know, of being stripped naked, beaten in front of my mates. I went home, had to deal with family, you know. It's like this was a nightmare. You understand? So I can understand, you know, even though he's moved to the UK, I try to tell him to count his blessing. Bro, you've been to the UK, you've had a good career, you know, you're blessed with citizenship, you have a good job, you know, you got a house, you know, you've done well in life. Let it go. Maybe that disappointment was a minor setback for greater comebacks. You understand? So
is it on your forum? Is it on your forum for your set?
Oh yeah, it's on our forum. Very loud. Anyone that watched this knows what I'm talking about. You understand? So you know, some people are still scarred, you know, over that. You know, some things that happened back in the days, and I can, you know, my heart goes out to them. I understand. Some like I said, it's abuse. It's abuse. You know, you know, beating someone with a horsewhip.
Nah,
that's abuse. That's abuse.
Yeah, I know. I mean, again, we appreciate your time, man. About you,
yes, sir.
We've been Goki. Ready to wrap this up? Let's.
Yeah. So thanks, Jide, for
no problem. Anytime you guys need me
over here.
Anytime.
Yeah. You know, we really appreciate it. So yeah, we'll just please subscribe on YouTube. Have your classmates subscribe. It should come out in about 2 or 3 weeks or so. Once it comes out, you know, once you subscribe, you're notified and stuff. So watch all our previous videos. You have a serious laugh, just like you made us laugh over here, getting other people's experiences and stuff. So you definitely learn a lot, and also from other schools we've had over here. So we learn a lot from it, and that's one of the reasons we had this platform, and this platform is a year old this week. So we are grateful for everybody who's been on here. So thank you very much.
No problem.
On the 42nd episode. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Take it away.
All right, my man.
Okay.
Next time I come to London, we will meet on a different platform. All right.
100%.
Hey, remember,
100%.
share, like, spread the word.
Subscribe.
I'll see you in UK at some point.
Yeah. No problem,
brother.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Cheers. Right.